Romans 7, verses 7 through 12. What shall we say then? Is the law sin? There you have the word law. Certainly not. On the contrary, I would not have known sin except through the law. For I would not have known covetousness. Is that one of the 10 commandments? Certainly. I would not have known covetousness unless what? The law had said, you shall not covet. But sin, taking opportunity by the, now it's the word commandment. Taking opportunity by the commandment produced in me all manner of evil desire. For apart from the law, sin was dead. I was alive once without the law, but when the commandment came, sin revived and I died. And the commandment, which was to bring life, I found to bring death. For sin, taking occasion by the commandment, deceived me, and by it killed me. Therefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good. Is the word commandment and is the word law used synonymously in the Old and New Testaments? Absolutely. Notice Romans 13 and verses 8 through 10. Romans 13, verses 8 through 10. Here the Apostle Paul says, owe no one anything except to love one another. For he who loves another has fulfilled the law. For the commandments, has fulfilled the law. And what is in the law? The commandments. For the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not murder, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness, you shall not covet, and if there is any other commandment, are all summed up in this saying, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor, therefore love is the fulfillment of the law. So are the words law and commandments used interchangeably in the New Testament? Absolutely. Now the question is, how did Jesus consider the 10 commandments? Did Jesus believe that he was going to do away with the 10 commandments when he died on the cross? Did he believe that Christians have no need to keep the 10 commandments? Absolutely not. Notice John 14, verse 15. John 14, verse 15. Jesus says, if you love me, keep my commandments. And I will pray to the Father, and he will give you another helper, that he may abide with you forever. Jesus says, if you love me, you will keep my commandments. John 15 and verse 10. Jesus says, if you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love. So what do we need to do in order to abide in his love? Keep the commandments, it says here. Just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. In fact, in 1 John, the beloved disciple of Jesus, he who is closest to Jesus, has some very interesting things to say about keeping the commandments. 1 John chapter 2 and verses 3 and 4. Now by this we know that we know him. If we what? How do we know that we know him? If we what? If we keep his commandments, he who says, I know him, and does not keep his commandments is a what? Is a liar, and the truth is not in him. So if he's a liar, who is he following after? Satan, because the devil is a liar from the beginning. So if you have someone who tells you, you can't keep the 10 commandments, God doesn't expect you to keep the 10 commandments. They were nailed to the cross. They're impossible to keep because the flesh is weak. Any of those excuses that are given are making God a liar. Because here it clearly says, he who says, I know him, and does not keep his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him. 1 John 5 and verse 3. 1 John 5 verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we what? That we keep his commandments. And his commandments are not burdensome. Some people say, the law, that was a yoke of bondage. Nobody can bear it. But we as Christians are free. The fact is that 1 John says that if we love God, we will keep his commandments, and his commandments are not burdensome.